Prince Andrew pays no rent on his 30-room royal mansion, and let me tell you why that is absolutely fine. Responding to new accusations regarding his alleged crimes, Andrew agreed last week to stop using his Duke of York title, just like how in 2022 he agreed to stop using his HRH title, something he still does in private. You might think that would be enough, given that we all agree that being stripped of one's titles is as bad as being trafficked. But now people are trying to drive him out of the one small thing he has left, Royal Lodge, with its mere 6 cottages, 7 bedrooms, and 9 holes on its private golf course. And so the king has tried to punish Andy with the offer of living for free in Frogmere Cottage, a poky little hovel with barely 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms and a nursery, something that he will need. To be fair to the king, it is a good deal for Andy, because only 50 minutes drive from where he is, there's a 6 to 10 year wait for council housing. But he declined. So how is Andy going to afford it? Because he's paid no rent for 22 years. Which is fine, because he paid it all up front. The Crown Estates leased it to him for 75 years for £1 million, along with doing £7.5 million of renovations. See, you thought you got him. Yes, it's half the market rate if his daughters live there until 2078. And the Crown Estates can't evict him because that lease is watertight. Gosh, I never thought that those non-eviction clauses would help us. But you regret getting rid of Section 21 notices now, don't you? So that is it. Case closed. Except this modest mansion does come with multi-million-pound running costs for repair needs, and he has his own £3 million security costs to cover. So how is he going to pay for it? His friends. See, Andy is incredibly lucky at finding very generous friends. For 10 years, Andy travelled the world as a special trade representative for the UK. Selflessly unsalaried, all expenses paid, and this allowed him to make very good friends, like gun smuggler Tarek Khatuni, Colonel Gaddafi's son, and Saket El-Matari, who he hosted at Buckingham Palace mere months before the Tunisian regime was overthrown. And while these relationships must have benefited the UK in some way, they were incredibly profitable for Andy. For example, after a trip to Kazakhstan, he sold his house to the president's billionaire son-in-law for £3 million over the asking price, which had nothing to do with that simultaneously he tried to convince the Crown Estates to sell a different property to that same billionaire. Or the £1.5 million debts that he had paid off by his banker friend David Rowland, when, unrelatedly, he had used his trade envoy position to help secure clients for Dave's bank. There's nothing to do with it. Andy's ability to make connections was so valuable that he set up a Dragon's Den-style company, Pitch at Palace. And while its website currently states that it's impacted from the government's current COVID-19 restrictions, it's also possibly impacted by the fact that the last winner of the competition did turn out to be an international fraudster who paid Andy £1 million after winning, and the fact that the Chinese head of its business turned out to be a spy. And sure, Andy's plan to sell those connections and networks has fallen through, but when he is that lucky, he will find the money. So don't worry about it, don't pay attention, and please don't investigate.